And welcome to this game between for GosuLeague Division 2 between 404 Not Found and Super. We have got Super up on the Radiant side and 404 Not Found up on the Dire side. This is a GosuLeague Division 2 match, and even though these two teams are not going to be able to make it to Division 1 anymore, they will still fight to see which one is going to end up higher on those rankings. And if you want to find out more about those rankings, you can go to gosugamers.net/Dota2 and click on the link that says GosuLeague Division 2. We are just waiting for everybody to load in. We've got two stand-ins for 404, and I do believe that everybody. Oh, well, actually, we also got a stand-in for Super. So for those, we have one stand-in, so 3 stand-ins in total. That is gonna be the case for this game. We have the first pick is gonna go to Super. I mean, the next game it will get swapped around, so everybody gets even options and even odds rather. And we're gonna see 2 games between these 2 teams. So this is game 1, and we have got a Broodmother ban out for Super. Not really surprising, just a hero that they don't want to face, nor that they want to pick up first. As they're probably gonna hope maybe that Lycan is gonna be staying in the pool, but I don't think so. It's gonna be Darkseid, that's the first ban out for 404. Nature's Prophet banned out by Super. They don't need to think about that. They are going, or they went pretty fast with that one. We have a Lycan ban out for 404. So far, nothing really exciting to see. I mean, there's still, of course, a lot of heroes in the pool that we normally do see picked up. One thing that I just have to note, because I'm hoping to see a Naga being picked up, because I would really like to see the combination with the song, and well, the Darkseid is out, but I would like to see Naga Tidehunter work out properly. I would be interested in seeing that. We have got a Chaos Knight picked up, banned out. Wow, that was 2 major mistakes in one sentence. We've got a Chaos Knight banned out by Super. There, that's much better. Just to hear well, they don't want to face that one, nor do they want to pick it up. We'll see though. I mean, Templar Assassin is in as well. I do like to watch her play. Leshrac is probably going to be picked up rather early. We still, of course, have all the jungle heroes still in the Chandy, Enchantress, the Enigma. Enigma, who is getting banned a lot more lately than he was before. Being that super strong jungler that he is, it's just a team that has a slight edge over the opponent. Templar Assassin is gonna be the one that gets banned out. 4-4 is not comfortable facing that one and is probably expecting Super to pick it up, or they don't want to play it themselves. And Leshrac will be the first pickup, and Super did not need to think about that for 1 second. Leshrac is the first pickup, and he will be the main, well, the core of Super's team. Of course, Leshrac is a hero that you can solo lane him, you can have him as support, you can have a lot of options with that one. One of the options would be, of course, laning him with the Shadow Demon, because that is just a great combination to have, a Shadow Demon and a follow-up stun from the Split Earth. But Shadow Demon picked up by 4-4, maybe more to deny that pickup for Super, rather than to have it for themselves. But then again, Shadow Demon is a good support in any situation. I mean, able to save your own teammates without the risk of dying yourself. It's just a really good hero to have. And if Super gets that combination of a stun and then a follow-up Leshrac stun, like for example a Dragon Knight or a Sand King, then of course there will be the Shadow Demon to make sure that that gank is not going to happen, or that initiation is not going to happen, because after the first stun there will be disruption, follow-up stun won't hit, and the target will be able to walk away freely. Next hero that 4-4 picked up is a Windrunner. Again, it doesn't really say anything about their strategy. Rather, I mean, Windrunner can be laned at a lot of different situations as well, so far just Super, who is now giving something away for their lineup. We're gonna have an Invoker solo, and we are gonna have a Morphling pickup. So Super already saying, you know what, we're gonna try to make it late game, and we're gonna defend our base, try to push some towers with Leshrac perhaps, and we have some mid game with Invoker as well. So far pretty solid. And basically they have got all bases covered. They can push for themselves, they can anti-push with the Invoker, or Turtle rather, and they can have a late game. So looking very good so far for Super. Let's see what 4-4 wants to do against that. If they're gonna pick up a hard carry for themselves now as well, purely because the hard carry is now up on Super and they want to have an answer to that, or are they gonna go for a hero like a Chen or an Enigma, something to have in the jungle to have that advantage? Because so far Super does not have that, and they 4-4 would be able to ban out other jungle heroes after that if they want. If they want. Let's see. Let's see though. Taking their time. I mean, they only have 20 seconds left into their bonus time, so I'm making good use of it. I hope. I hope there is a fierce discussion going on of which hero they need to pick to counter this lane up. So far, they have to pick up a hero with that gives them some character. There we go. They pick up the Queen of Pain, a solo lane for them, and two solo lanes complete as well as support. They still could go for a jungle hero as well for tri lane if they wanted to. And Queen of Pain just a solid hero to pick up. Has some mid game dominance, and so far they are looking to maybe try to pressure Super in the mid game, hoping for them that they are able to outplay them on the lanes rather than make it to all that late game so that the Morphling doesn't have time to get big. We have a Night Stalker banned out by Super. They did not need to think about that one. It is a good combination with the Shadow Demon once again, but then again, which hero isn't? A lot of heroes are good combinations with the Shadow Demon. We are gonna have another ban for 404 as they're once again taking their time for it. I mean, so far Super, what would they need? I mean, they have a mid lane invoker. They probably would ban out maybe a Crystal Maiden or some support to go with the Morphling. Actually, they ban out the Rubik, so still a support. And well, it could be played as support. Not every team does that, but maybe indicating that they want to go for an Enigma to have that one in the jungle. Sand King being banned out by Super. Quite unusual, as I thought they might want to pick that one up themselves to go together with their Shrek, but apparently not going to be the case. We have a Lone Druid banned out for 404. A solo lane they do not want to deal with. I mean, that would be extra pressure from Super if they manage to get that farm up on a hero, and they don't want to deal with that. Let's see what the first pickup in the second pickup phase is for Super. If they are gonna go for something with a direct stun for the Leshrac, maybe they need a solo lane as well. Maybe a ganker hero that goes on a dual lane. Maybe even a Mirana, but I don't think that would be it. Nah, that can't be it.
5 seconds
Hmm. I would imagine something with a direct stun. Or already a support for the Morphling. That's gotta be the other one. Support for the Morphling and something with a direct stun that can lane together with the Leshrac. Unless they want to have Leshrac solo, which is possible as well, and then they could pick up a jungle hero. It's also possible. And then still support for the Morphling. They have a lot of possibilities. They just have, yeah. And they know it. They're discussing the possibilities right now. Having 50 seconds left into the bonus time. And of course, in this time, it is also, this is a positive thing for 4-4 as well. I mean, they are getting the time to think about their picks. I mean, their bonus time is already gone, almost. Well, they have 11 seconds left, but that's not really anything. And this time that Super is giving them is very important for them as well, as Super is indeed taking a lot of time. It's now down to 30 seconds left into their bonus time to decide if they want to pick up their support right now, if they're not going to have a Shrek as a support, or if they're going to pick up a dual lane for Leshrac or jungler still. They just have so many options that it's really hard to predict what they're going to go for. 10 seconds remaining. They are really ticking into that to that time. 5 seconds. It's gonna be an Earthshaker, so that's a direct stun. And for example, Asian teams love to run the lane with Earthshaker, Leshrac. That is just something that they really love doing. And right now, this pickup from 4-4 pickup Tidehunter, I am still hoping for that Naga Siren. Just saying. But yeah, Earthshaker Leshrac is a pretty solid lane, and I have seen it before, them mostly on Asian teams, but it works out great. Earthshaker won't die himself, he'll be able to stand back for a long time because he has that long range stun, and Leshrac stun can follow up on that one perfectly, so he will be the one farming there, if that's indeed gonna be the lane. Because we still don't know that yet, 100% sure. I mean, Morphling will be picked up here. Wow, now it actually looks like a tri lane. Now it actually looks like a tri-lane with the Shrek and Earthshaker and Morphling up on a tri-lane. Of course, you still have the stun story, but you also have the Morphling farming there, and he will be able to get almost free farm. I mean, you can't really get in too close to the combination with the Sand King Shrek, Earthshaker Shrek. It's just a bit too difficult. We have a Mirana picker for 4/4. They did not need to think about it that long, as she will be on the tri-lane, so no jungle heroes in this game, like not at all. No Enigma. I'm quite surprised that we don't see Enigma banned or picked. We do have some teamfight on both teams with a Echo Slam as well as a Ravage, and we will see which one is going to be victorious. It will mostly come down to the laning phase, I do believe.
10 seconds remaining.
And right now the tri-lane for Super is looking pretty strong, but I have to say the tri-lane for... There. Stream just reset itself, but I am back, and so are you, hopefully. We are gonna see for 4/4. We see the Windrunner being played by Grundal. He's gonna be a stand-in. He'll be on the lane together with the Mirana. No. Never mind, he probably won't, but there's everybody going towards the bottom lane. We're gonna have Mirana being played by Run Noobs Run. Tidehunter is being played by Nebur. And it's gonna be Squo that's gonna be playing the Shadow Demon 4/4/4, which leaves the last and final 4/4. It's also a stand-in. It's Go Audio Bubs, or at least that's his full name, and he's standing from Evo Dota 2. On the Radiant side, we already have DC 715. He is going to be a stand-in for Super on his Bounty Hunter. On the top lane, he's going to be soloing that lane. We see Cricket on his Invoker in the middle lane. And on the bottom lane, the tri-lane that we were expecting. Oh, that's not the tri-lane. We see Sanju on the Morphling. It's combined with the Leshrac, played by Hannes Panas. And the Earthshaker being played by Can I Have Pasta. And those will be the lanes for Super, as we already can see how those are going to go. Let's see how the lanes are going to be for 4/4. We see Queen of Pain is going to be soloing the top lane. Windrunner going to be soloing the mid lane. And then indeed we will have a tri-lane with the Mirana here. If Shadow Demon indeed is going to go towards the bottom lane. He placed a rune ward so far on well here, and now he just placed one there as well. So having rune control as well as knowing when ganks are going to happen. It will be tri-lane versus tri-lane. And it should be in theory it is really fairly even, but what can happen is if the initiation comes from the Radiant team, I mean, imagine there will be a Fisher, there will be a stun. If it happens on the Shadow Demon, that might actually be a kill, even though Mirana's stun could change that around as well. It's gonna counter word. If it is not on the Shadow Demon, he will be able to disrupt the target that's being initiated on, and will be able to save that target's life, most likely. From the other side, we do also have some initiation. We have got the Shadow Demon Disruption, Soulcatcher to follow up, Arrow that's gonna guaranteed hit, if timed properly of course, but in theory it should be guaranteed hit, as well as the Gush going off afterwards, which does just extra damage with that Soulcatcher on there. And well, that is also pretty painful, but then at the same time, to stop that from happening, there's gonna be an Earthshaker. He is one of the most anti-gank targets, anti-gank targets together, maybe combined with the Shadow Demon. I mean, he can just lay down a Fisher in there and everybody is stunned and nobody is going to be able to do anything. So it's really going to come down on how to initiate and who their initiation is going to be on. Arrow will fly, will hit, on Can I Have Faster, still level 1 though, no Soulcatcher yet. Gush lands as well, he is blocked in, he can't go anywhere, and goes down first blood to Mirana. Leshrac stun was not hitting on anything, it might have hit on the Shadow Demon, but nothing anymore. Leshrac, who is level 2, also has Edict, pops it off, but is not going to be able to do anything anymore. They lost their Earthshaker. That is the one hero they can initiate on and not expect too much in return. As I just explained, that the Fisher, I mean, it's the same thing. If they initiate on the Shadow Demon, he wouldn't be able to do that much. If they initiate on the Earthshaker, he can't do that much either, because, you know, he will be the one to get initiated on, and his Fisher will only come after the arrow already hit. And that is just something that, yeah, great start for 4/4. They're gonna try to do that again, but at the same time, I mean, the combination from Super is still there. So we'll see. I'm just actually gonna put up that one, and I'm gonna switch there. That's the sign that we want to see. As we see in the middle lane, we have the Invoker being harassed a lot here by the Windrunner, getting forced back here. Power shot will miss. Well, one more right click needed. No, too risky. too risky. Forced him down, popped the salve, so at least forces that one out. With Windrunner being on 10 for 6 and Invoker being on 7 for 4, Invoker not having the best of the lane here. In theory, nobody should be dying though, even though we just saw how close it can be if one of the players makes a mistake. Leshrax being harassed back here as still Shadow Demon looking for an initiation. We're gonna have Windrunner picking up an invisibility rune. She has a bottle complete. She activated right away though, so we'll see if she's actually gonna go for that. The Fisher stopped the Fisher stopped the initiation this time. There was a disruption, a soul catcher, but yeah, there's nothing you can do with that Fisher going through. In the meantime, on the top lane, we see Queen of Pain being highest on last hits right now. Queen of Pain being on 24/7. That is really doing a great job with Bounty Hunter only 8 for 0. But then again, Bounty Hunter is one of those heroes. Sorry, I'm gonna go back to the bottom lane to see what's happening. Fisher, some from the track, not hitting this time.
Bottom feeder.
But yeah, the Bounty Hunter is one of those heroes that will just, you know, stay in the lane, get that experience, and when he is level 6, whatever he's not got at the start of the game, he will be able to get back with track money. That is the power of the Bounty Hunter. That is why he's being picked. That track, it just gives such a gold difference when they actually get successful ganks out. That's definitely worth waiting for, so to say. He just has to make sure that he's not dying. Maybe get some acid with his Windwalk, and maybe some harassment upon a Queen of Pain, but he can't kill her anyway, not by himself. And Queen of Pain, if she would have a ward with a gank, perhaps she would be able to kill him off, especially if she would be level 6 with a Sonic Wave. So he really has to be careful, but as long as he's careful, he's gonna be fine. Get initiation on Morphling, Soulcatcher on there once again, getting harassed a lot. And look at this, they are just really waiting for that initiation, and so far, gosh, landing, still with the Soulcatcher on with the last second. Nice job. And so far, I mean, Earthshaker's still level 1, he has to be so careful in this lane. It's just... Oh wow! I saw him dropping low. I didn't see it. Ah, Sonic Wave. There we go. I wasn't expecting him to go down, but Sonic Wave being used there to take him down, and he was apparently not careful enough. So took a dive, took a fall to the Queen of Pain on the top lane. So that is Queen of Pain securing their advantage for that, which she already had based on last hits, but now she also has it on lane control, so to speak. She already had that, but you know what I mean. Extra gold for her. Extra gold for her indeed. Mirana in the meantime being on 20 for 4, with Morphling being on 13 for 5, so Mirana getting slightly ahead in this lane. And then again, it could still change around. Mirana is now by herself, and still Morphling being supported by 2. And they know that now. They know that now because the ward is there, so they might go a bit more aggressive upon the Mirana. Because they see the 2 heroes standing here trying to kill off their ward, which is not really going very fast, so there we go. And they're waiting for the haste rune, and it will spawn here. Or the rune will spawn here. Let's see if they're gonna pick it up, or if they're gonna wait for the Invoker to try to pick it up, or if they might use it as bait, which could be because Windrunner is on her way. She's using the bottle charges. Oh yeah, it's actually the same team, of course. Yeah, she's gonna be she's gonna be picking it up. I don't know why I thought they were a Radiant team. A bit weird. Sorry for that. We've got Morphling still trying to get the last hit, but Shadow Demon getting into position already, placing an observer ward, very aggressive here, really wants to go for that kill. Gush ready from the Tidehunter, both on level 3. We still have the Earthshaker standing back level 2 right now, so he'll have a bit more HP with Leshrac level 3. There's the disruption, there's the Soulcatcher as well. Arrow is not gonna fly. Fisher making sure that didn't happen, and that's the power of the Earthshaker. And actually Soulcatcher hitting up on the Earthshaker rather than up on the Morphling. Not what I expected, and probably not what Shadow Demon expected either. Oh, Bounty Hunter TPing to this bottom lane. Wants to go for this. Do they have another Sentry Ward? No, they don't. Shackle, Legends on 2 though. Power Shot going through, and the Shrek will be the first one to go down. In the meantime, Shadow Demon getting picked up by the Bounty Hunter here, who is level 6. That was a track kill, so extra gold for the team. Can I have pasta? On this run will go down to Grundal as we follow the Bounty Hunter, but Bounty Hunter is invisible. There's no Sentry Ward up on them anymore. Track up on the Tidehunter. They might try to go for this. Morphling still very low. Sunstrike will hit somewhere. Actually, almost hit on the Tidehunter, and that's it. Another track kill for the Bounty Hunter. More gold for him. So, like I said, it is really gonna come down to those track kills for him to pick up on what he is gotten behind up on the top lane, but 2 track kills for them now already. And of course they lost heroes as well. I mean, it's you know, 2 for 4, so they lost the Earthshaker and the Leshrac. But definitely not bad for getting track kills in return. And I mean, the Earthshaker and Leshrac are 2 supports, so they shouldn't be that unhappy about that. And of course, the people that got the kill was the Bounty Hunter twice. Bounty Hunter got the kill twice, so he is getting some good farm for him. So that is definitely a step up for Super. As we see the gold graph in favor of the Dire side, that should not come as a surprise. I mean, they have been dominating the lanes, as we see on the last hits also. That really should not come as a surprise, but still, it could be worse, and we might see it change around a bit more. Oh, Donkey. One more right click needed. Is he gonna be able to get it? No, gets put in the disruption. Soulcatcher on there. Arrow will fly and hit as well, and that is a kill. Shadow Demon taking the last hit there. Queen of Pain Scream helping out. 4 heroes here from 404. And they just killed off the a bit too greedy Bounty Hunter, I guess, and he did not have a Shadow Walk off cooldown, but I guess if he would have gotten the Donkey, that would have been worth dying for. So in that sense, it is a nice attempt. Grundal gonna try to kill off the Invoker, lands a Shackle. Is there gonna be a power shot, or just gonna go for it with right clicks? One more right click needed, and power shot actually misses, and he backs off again. Sunstrike, nice cold snap as well. More damage being done. Grundal is gonna try to take Invoking return though, and it is Windrunner that gets the kill. He was right click away from dying himself, but Windrunner getting the kill in the meantime on the bottom lane. It looks like they are having some fun here again. Queen of Pain backing off after the reform from Morphling went through. Stun from the Shack, not gonna hit anything. Morphling weaving in the Shack, will be staying alive, takes a Soul Catcher though. Edict doing a lot of damage to the Shadow Demon, who is being forced back, but Leshrac now totally out of position as he is surrounded by 4 heroes, 3 heroes. We form in from the Morphling, still finishes up the Shadow Demon though, and Mirana has got track on her, will probably not make it alive here, even though she might. No, never mind, double kill for the Morphling. Again, those kills upon those carries, super important. Leshrac, who did die, is back up again already, is not going to be able to TP back because he did not have enough gold yet. Well, he does now, but he rather wants to save it for his boots, probably. And no surprise there, and he's not really needed again here either. We have the level 4 Tidehunter in some trouble. Sonic Wave going through to kill off the Morphling in the meantime, so that is a great kill for them to have. I'm just following this Tidehunter because this Tidehunter is having some problem, but might be saved. There's the Gush, there's the Shackle, power shot, and the Invoker Sunstrike not hitting. Well, it did hit, but it got split a bit, so not enough damage for him. As yeah, Queen of Pain actually got a double kill there. She killed off the Earthshaker as well as the Morphling, so great kill for her. And well, what I just said about getting those kills up on those carries for Super, like for the Bounty Hunter as well as for the Morphling, it is just as important to kill them off. So great kills in return for 4-4 as they are keeping the pressure on this bottom lane. They are looking for more harassment. They have got 2 wards here also. I mean, they're spending a lot of resources to just have this lane completely under control, to completely shut down that Morphling, which so far they have been able to do pretty solidly. I mean, if we check out the last hits, it is a Dire team that has 3 of their, well, it has their 3 highest last hits on the teams. Wow, Morphling taking a bit of harassment. Fisher, Queen of Pain will be able to blink over that though. And Morphling in the mid lane, thinking he might get some more farm here. Power shot will still go through. Shackle latches it to a creep. Will there be initiation from this one? Is there gonna be Queen of Pain? She doesn't have enough mana to go after it. Windrunner being fissured, and it's gonna back off again. But nice harassment on the Morphling once again. Morphling was just, he is just not getting a break. He needs some farm, but so far he's not really getting it. Who is getting farm is the Bounty Hunter, and with farm, I mean farm on heroes. He is gonna be able to kill off this Tidehunter, I think. One more life pick needed, and that's another track kill for him. He might pay for that with his life though. Disruption there, but Stun from Leshrac saves him. Arrow still hits on the Bounty Hunter. Starstorm going through. It's gonna be Bounty Hunter as well as Leshrac going down, and Shadow Demon getting away with his life again though. It was still a track kill, so at least something, but getting killed for it is just not worth it. There was just too much support from 4-4. Queen of Pain just used a teleport scroll to get there. I mean, of course we saw her in the mid lane just a moment before. So definitely a good response for 4-4 as we look at the gold graph. I mean, 5k, and there's only 1 tower in favor because this is the only tower that is down on the map so far. The tier 1 tower on the top lane. As it looks like 4-4 wants the pressure on this tier 1 on the bottom lane. I mean, they have been standing around here for so long right now. TP is gonna come in from the Bounty Hunter. And he will make himself invisible straight away and try to chase someone, but he won't be able to do so. Leap up on Mirana as well, and everybody should be safe. Sentry ward up here though, and they do see Bounty Hunter going towards the side. Oh, they want to go for it. Windrunner. No, haste rune. No more sentry ward, so he's already out of the sentries. Pops his invisibility once again. Let's see where he's gonna go. He's picked up a stout shield, which he had already. Boots as well. I mean, he's not getting that much farm. He's been dying 4 times so far. I mean, he gets the kills, and that is about it. He's got 3 kills so far out of the 5 kills that have been done so far. Oh, Sunstrike is gonna maybe help out. No, it's not gonna help out. Nobody's going there. Dust being popped. There's a Queen of Pain. Sonic Wave, and Bounty Hunter is still alive. Fisher helping him out. Queen of Pain being locked in place here. Cannot blink away. Taking some harassment. Power Shot will finish off the Leshrac from the Windrunner, and Invoker on the way out. Nice Fisher there from the Earthshaker, just locking down 5 heroes. 4, 4, 4. They were all 5 there in that Roshan pit area, rune spot bottom. And they are looking to go for this tier 1 tower. I mean, they have the Ravage up. They are looking for a 5-on-5 team fight. They know that they can take it with the Earthshaker still level 3. The only thing he can do is the Fisher. Even though that is a pretty powerful spell to have, it is not something that is gonna compete for as a Ravage level 6 of a Tidehunter. And we do also have a mechanism up on the Dire team from the Windrunner, who's been able to get pretty much free farm on the middle lane where she was for a long time at least. Yeah, she was first at Invoker, and she just won the last hits of Invoker. I mean, Invoker is not doing that bad either, but Windrunner definitely doing good for herself. If we check out the gold per minute, let's see, first 3 gold per minutes. It's all up on the Dire side. Should not come as a surprise because they have been taking down all those towers, and also, of course, they are pretty much ahead on kills. Soul Catcher landing on Leshrac. Leshrac getting picked up by the Queen of Pain here. Disruption going off on the Bounty at the Shackle. Doesn't land. It's gonna be Invoker that still dies, so Queen of Pain taking a double kill, but there's a Ravage hitting up on the Bounty Hunter. Will be a triple kill. It will be a triple kill. And the only thing that died for it was the Shadow Demon who died to the Earthshaker. But still, great fight once again for 4-4. They just continue going. They have the advantage, and they know they do, and they just make sure that they're everywhere the whole time, and not giving the Radiants any time to do anything against that. In the meantime, we do have Morphling trying to get some farm up on this top lane. I mean, he has been pretty much behind on the bottom lane, not being able to farm as freely as he hoped he would be. We have him still being as highest on the Radiant side, gold per minute wise, but it's just not, so far it's not fast enough. He needs to get more. He needs to get more. He's got his threat, he's got 1700 gold, and he's gonna get a rash Shadow Strike as well. He's gonna TP out, basically the only thing he can do. And Queen of Pain knows that she can't stop that. Queen of Pain, who's gonna build towards a Orchid of the Malevolence, sorry. I was gonna say Malefice, but that is not it, that's a spell. But yeah, Orchid of the Malevolence, a great item for her to have, as she can just, I mean, either you can stop a Fisher from going down and just kill the Earthshaker before he does anything. You can stop the Morphling from morphing into strength or anything, using her Sonic Waves to kill off creeps. That's worth it. You can stop you can stop the Morphling, like I said. Invoker is a hero that you definitely want to have silence. And maybe even a Bounty Hunter, so he can't go invisible again. So all heroes off the Radiant side. I mean, Leshrac I didn't mention, but that should be obvious. Queen of Pain taking some harassment here. Might be able to blink away still. Yes, there she goes. It's going to TP out instantly. It's not going to be in time for Bounty Hunter to get back there to do anything about it. And he saw that because, of course, she had a track on, so he saw exactly what she was doing. But yeah, definitely a good item for Queen of Pain to have at this stage of the game. They just need to keep the advantage, need to keep these heroes from super shut down, which is what they have been doing, and what they should be continuing doing. Ultimate Orb being purchased by the Mirana, who's having some nice farm as well. I mean, not as much as the Queen of Pain still, but doing a great job. It's probably going to go for a Manta style, fairly standard for item build up on the Mirana. Windrunner, we saw her mechanism already, has got 1900 gold. We're probably gonna see her with the 4 staff as soon as she got all the gold for that complete. Probably not wanting to buy it yet before she got the whole money for that, and she's not gonna be able to use anything. She has to actually sell something for it. Might be the wand, might be the bottle, or she's just gonna give the dust to someone else. And that someone else could potentially be the Shadow Demon, because he has not got that much. He has been supporting the whole time. Still quite nice that he is level 8, as we see, sorry. Well, what's the right button for that one? There we go. Well, we see a Shadow Demon at level 8. Definitely not doing bad. I mean, the 2 supports for the Radiant side. Whoa! Mirana going down here on this bottom lane. As in, Mirana taking down Morphling on the bottom lane. Yes, nice. Nice job. It didn't look like. Well, actually, they used the Ravage for that. So that's what they used for that one. Worth it though. Demonic Purge, Queen of Pain. Demonic Purge. Nobody. Not Queen of Pain at least. Queen of Pain is in the same team. What did I hear? I heard a Demonic Purge. Maybe not. Wow, sorry for that. For looking for the tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. And should be able to push into this fairly reasonable. I mean, look at that gold. They've just been consistently getting ahead. Arrow will not hit on the Morphling. Morphling was morphing some into agility because he was morphing into strength earlier. Picked up a Mithril Hammer, is going for it. BKB as a first item. Probably a very good choice for him to have, because so far he's not going to be able to do anything if he keeps being, you know, shut down like this. And there's Soulcatcher Sonic Wave hitting as well. Fisher actually helping out the Radiant team for now. Shackle also lights, and that is Morphling already going down. Mirana taking the kill for that. Mechanism goes. So 4-4 can just continue keeping the pressure on. Invoker, who has not specced his back, so no tornadoes for them yet to stop this from happening. Tornado, which is probably, together with the Meteor, the most anti-push kind of spell that an Invoker can throw out there. Queen of Pain just blinking in there, doesn't care about being seen. She has got the track on, everybody knew where she was going to. Takes a cold snap, but is gonna be fine. There is a sentry ward up here for the Dire as well, just in case Bounty Hunter shows his face too much. It's gonna be too aggressive, and it's gonna be the tower that's just gonna drop. I mean, that really is nothing that Super can do against this. There's it's just too much. It is just too much. They are built around this Morphling, and Morphling, he got shut down. He got shut down hard, and that was of course exactly what 4-4 wanted to do. They wanted to shut him down. They went for that trial lane versus trial lane, and they got the better of it. Even though they had a good setup for the trial lane, good plan for that, Shadow Demon just made sure that nothing happened, because he was the one to initiate first every time. And of course we did see a couple of initiations coming out with the Fisher there, but Leshrek's I think we saw it miss twice with that initiation. It was just not really working out for them. In the meantime, we see on the top lane, wow, that can change the round though. I mean, Bounty Hunter taking another track kill for him on the Queen of Pain actually, and I'm quite surprised to see that, because I mean, as we can see, Bounty Hunter is really high still. He doesn't have anything to silence the Queen of Pain. I mean, not able to blink away there, quite unusual. But I kind of wish that we were there to see the rest of the game. There comes the TP. They will still hit tower, will still go to the Bounty Hunter, but he takes a gush. He's gonna have a Shackle as well, which is gonna latch, and he is gonna pay for that. But he did take the tower, so I guess that's worth it. Take a tower, take a Queen of Pain, die for it. Probably worth it. Especially since that was the first tower that Super took down, and that tower is just so important to get some gold up on your supports, because as we can see, they don't have that much, and they just need that kind of gold. They just need that kind of gold. We see on the bottom lane, Mirana, and this time with the help of a Shadow Demon and the Soulcatcher, being able to take down a Morphling once again. Morphling, who is just, he can't farm anywhere from the looks of it. He just doesn't have the freedom to, but he needs to farm. He needs to be that ticket out for Super. That is what they are counting on. They're counting on to be able to hold it off long enough to be able to do something like that. Queen of Pain taking a cold snap, is gonna put a silence up on the Earthshaker, but realizing like, okay, you know what, I'm outnumbered, I'm not gonna be here anymore unless I'm getting help. Which she is getting in the way of a Windrunner, but not as much help as she wants to. She gets harassed here a lot by the 4 spirits. Has to use a lot of charge for that, and yeah, the Radiant team, they don't want to stick around. They back off, knowing that what could come back is might be a bit more than they hoped for. But yeah, BKB for the Morphling, it is being built, but it is going slow. And even if he has that, he still has to have that damage up on there, and that is going to be a dangerous thing to have. We have a Gem of True set up on the Windrunner. He's going to land a Shackle. Pretty solid there. Power shot. Not even going to go through. Oh, there we go. It does go through. Queen of Pain getting the last hit, though. Solid kill. As we have Invoker running away from there as fast as he can with his face boots. He's going for a Mechanism after his 4 staff. That's something that they desperately need. They need to be able to stay alive to live through the bursts that are coming out from 4-4. I mean, Tidehunter alone with that Ravage, you want to be able to stop that, and it's a level 2 Ravage as well. And it's getting more and more painful for Super as we see Roshan being taken down, and I don't think there's anything that Super can do to stop this from happening. I mean, it's just going to be really difficult. We have got 2 level 14s up on the Radiant side, and the Invoker and Morphling level 12 and level 11 highest up on the Dire side, all the way around, of course, duh. But it is going to be hard to come back from this one, but it is going to be possible. I mean, that Morphling is a hard carry for a reason, and he should be able, well, if he can find this farm, if they can continue holding up the push in the base, because like I said, we do have Invoker, which is the most anti-carry hero in anti-push hero in the game, in this game, so to speak, together with the Fisher. Ooh, Tidehunter getting very low from the stun from Leshrac here. But if they're gonna be able to do that, then they will be able to take a fight. If they are gonna wait for Morphling to get big, because if they want to take a fight now, that's not gonna end well. I think Shadow Demon being slightly out of position here, though. Slowly Blade going through. Wow, Invoker taking a lot of damage from that one. 2-person stun from Leshrac, nice one there. You have Morphling, who's gonna reform or go into his replicate, not be at any risk anymore. Tracks going off left and right. Fisher going there as well, but they can't really go in. And they're playing it very safe, and this is the way they should be playing it. At the same time, it is 404 that doesn't really want to force the issue. They know they have the advantage, and they rather wait until they have a clear view of the fight where they can have, where they can know that they're gonna be able to take that team fight. And right now they weren't sure, so they didn't want to risk it. Very clever play from them. Mirana, we already saw her mat stop being completed. Has 2k gold up on her already as well. So I'm quite curious to see what she's gonna go for. If it's gonna be something like an MKB, for example, or just a damage item. She is the carry for 404, and the longer it takes, the longer this game is lasting. The bigger this Morphling will be, and the more they will need something to pick up from that Morphling. Morphling who's gonna get force staff to the high ground. Bike cricket should be fine, and the illusions will disappear. Tidehunter still has his Ravage. I mean, they want that perfect team fight. They just have to get the initiation for it. So far, they're not able to do it. But they might just want to wait until Nabur has finished his Blink Dagger, which is what he's gonna go for. I believe he has 1400 gold up on him, just to have that perfect initiation ready. Something that they need. I mean, that's basically the only initiation that they have. So far, Queen of Pain has been blinking into the fight, but it is coming to a point where she can't really do that anymore, because she is just a bit too squishy for that. Just slightly. Queen of Pain, well, actually she just wants to blink in, but gets a cold snap, has to back off again instantly. They still want to go for this. Tower is still there. Maybe if they take down the tower, they might do it. Nice shackle once again. This might be the initiation. Arrow, Ravage hitting on 4. Queen of Pain. Mirana actually killing off the Invoker with help of Queen of Pain screams. Tidehunter picking up the Earthshaker in the meantime. And there we go. Queen of Pain now picking up the Morphling, and it's gonna be Leshrac that is still alive together with the Bounty Hunter. But Leshrac is gonna make Queen of Pain get a double kill, so he is dead. And 404 is just gonna continue their pushing streak. I mean, they know a solo Bounty Hunter is no match for them, so they're just gonna continue in pushing. And Fortification will go out, try to slow them down. Queen of Pain is some trouble as he gets a Shuriken toss. But that is basically only that the Bounty Hunter can do. He can stand back a bit and try to get some experience from this, try to continue putting up tracks, and maybe throw down a Shuriken toss on the Queen of Pain again. There is a gem up on the Windrunner still though, so they do see him if he comes too close. In the meantime, Barracks are getting harassed here. Fisher did go through. Still Leshrac stunned. 3 people. Arrow hitting on Invoker though. TP incoming from the Earthshaker. Wants to do his Echo Slam. Is actually cancelling his TP, so we will have to walk here. And everybody from 404 backing up, and they were not able to take down the Barracks. They are playing it very safe. Take what you can, don't be too greedy, and go again afterwards. Go away again, I mean. They are not even that low on HP, might be a bit lower on mana, but still not as much as you might expect. We have got Queen of Pain. It looks like she might be going for a Eye of Skadi. That's a unusual second item for Queen of Pain, but I do like it. I mean, they need that carry potential, and Queen of Pain definitely is able to do that. And I mean, they have the farm for it. I mean, check out the gold graph. It's gonna be towards 20k in favor of 404 right now. In the meantime, Windrunner, she has managed to pick up a mechanism, and Force Staff indeed is complete. We already saw the mechanism, but Force Staff complete now as well. She picked up an ultimate orb. Probably gonna go for a Sheepstick, a fairly standard build for the Windrunner, as she also, of course, has a Gem of True Sight. Disruption going off here on someone. It's gonna be an illusion of the Earthshaker though, and will be picked off here. Not gonna be able to scout out anything anymore, as that might have been actually been the illusion from the Morphling. As I'm gonna take this moment to take a sip of water, because I need it. Okay. I mean, experience graph, we haven't seen that one yet, but that shouldn't come as a surprise, right? In favor of the Dire team. As I will check out the experience per minutes. I mean, we see the same 3 heroes up for the Dire team the whole time. They are the highest farmed heroes. Actually, Windrunner being, Windrunner keeping up with the Queen of Pain and the Mirana. They're just all these 3 ladies are doing great. And they're up against a Morphling, a Bounty Hunter, and a Invoker. But if we look at that late game, I mean, these 3 semi-carries from the Dire team can outcarry the semi-carries from the Radiant team. And then you only have Mirana versus Morphling. And I do think that Morphling, if they were even, Morphling would have a better shot. But right now, Morphling, that's not even at all. Not even at all. He has picked up his Minter Hammer and is also picked up his Ogre Club, but still needs the recipe for that BKB, unless it's gonna be in a donkey, which that actually is. It is in a donkey. Otherwise, he would have farmed very slow. So he will have that BKB, and that will be very useful. But then again, there's still the raw pure damage from Mirana, as in she doesn't need any magic resistance. She's gonna kill you anyway with her Demon's Edge. Actually, is looking towards a MKB if she wants to go for that, unless. Yeah, well, Deadless, a damage item could work out. If she wants to be really ballsy, it could be a Rapier, but I doubt it will be that, as, well, she has not died that much, but she is still pretty perceptible for kills. With that Fissure, with Leshrac stun, there is quite a bit of disables up on the Radiant side. Might be too risky for them to go for that. And I just noticed Windrunner is the only hero up in the game that has not died a single time yet. She has had such a great time in that mid lane. And yeah, been able to steamroll through this game. Level 15, not highest in the game though. It's level 16 on Queen of Pain. That's going to be the highest. We see that. That is a massive difference. I mean, the supports from the Dire team, level 12 and 11, are almost as high as the carries or the semi-carries from the Radiant team, and that is pretty painful. Supports there from the Radiant team, both level 7, and you have a level 16 Queen of Pain. I mean, that's just painful. That's all I can say about that. It's just really painful. Let's see if I missed some other items. Gonna pick up that screen so you can actually see everything. Blink Dagger up on the Tidehunter, so that will be some initiation for him. I mean, we did see him saving for that, and he has it now, so we will see a Blink Ravage. Next time there will be a hint of a team fight, because that is what they want to do. They want to continue fighting. They have got an advantage, and they want to keep it, and they want to make sure it counts and it works out. Without being too greedy, of course, but so far they have been doing a steady job with keeping the pressure on, not allowing Morphling to farm all that much, and yeah, just being able to take down towers, take down heroes. I mean, look at the hero kill difference. That's just massive. Bounty, in the meantime, picked up a Ogre Club as well, is also going to go for that BKB. It is, I mean, apart from it being good versus the Queen of Pain, versus the Power Shot and stuff like that, the thing that is probably most of a risk for them, maybe not now, because now still the ganking potential from the Dire team is still pretty high, but the thing that is probably gonna be killing them is this guy. A team fight with that Ravage, and they won't be able to do anything. Even if they do get the damage at some point, that Ravage is still gonna screw them over, and for that reason, a very safe thing to do is just buy BKBs. That is the counter towards the Tidehunter, because if you're BKB'd, he can't Ravage you and you can kill him off before he ravages you. So definitely some good items being built here, as they probably need to build a bit more fast, because it is looking like 404 is just going to continue keeping the pressure on. I mean, look at the map control. We have a ward here. It's almost disappearing, but very aggressive from 404. There are no wards up for anybody of well, actually they just well, they have a ward up here, so they have some vision up in their jungle. In the meantime, Bounty Hunter in some trouble. Is gonna get a soul catcher, and there's a gem up on the Windrunner, so he won't be able to get away from this one. Queen of Pain dominating, takes the last hit, and is actually flying something out to the courier. There's the ultimate orb. 2 ultimate orbs actually. She just needs the Orb of Venom, but he is gonna go to to a shop to buy that up, and then it's gonna be brought to the Queen of Pain. She's gonna use that secret shop for that one. Marana in the meantime, has she been able to pick up something else? Nope. 30, yeah, there we go. MKB being built up by the Marana, like I expected. And it's not really surprised. I mean, it's semi-carry items, and they just need those to be able to continue to counter the Morphling, to continue to stay ahead of the Morphling. Not really counter, it's just staying ahead. Because that's all what matters for them right now, keeping that gold flowing towards them, which we do see. As a tier 2 tower on the top lane did drop over 20k in favor of 4-4 right now. Experience graph, same thing, as it is even spiking towards the 25k. And I mean, still with that much advantage, it is still going to be a very tricky thing for well, for them to push in. It's a tricky thing. It's not really a tricky thing. It is going to be, it's going to cost some patience, because they will need their perfect team fight. They will need to try to pick someone off before a fight starts, like they did with the Bounty Hunter, for example, and only then push in. As we see Bounty Hunter stalking the Marana, but Bounty on level 13, Marana level 15. If this turns into a fight, I'm not sure who would win, especially not with the Shadow Demon being fairly close. However, if the Shadow Demon is here by himself, which he is, that might not end all that well. We'll see, though. I mean, he is all in by himself right now. There's no support for now. In the meantime, middle lane's getting harassed. Shackle, that's just 2. Ravage, that's 2 down. Invoker and Earthshaker taking the fall. And yeah, there goes the barracks as well. We do see Bounty Hunter not going for anything anymore. He's just going to TP out and go to a defended base. Fortification is on there again as well. I mean, the Ravage was used to take down an Invoker and an Earthshaker. Not really the 2 heroes they want to have down. They want to have that well, Invoker maybe, they want to have that Morphling down, they want to have that Bounty Hunter down. Barrack still drop, arrow not gonna hit, power shot not gonna hit anything either. It's just harassment coming out of the range. Barrack still, mad style being used, BKB popped by the Morphling, he wants to go for someone. Is he gonna be able to do that though? He has to back up, being forced back, deafening blast, we hold them back for a little while as well. The Shrek stun, hitting on all 4, and that is gonna be Shadow Demon putting himself into a disruption, but is it gonna be enough? His Morphling getting stunned here, power shot going through, Echo Slam being used, hits on a lot of heroes, but still, Earthshaker paying for that with his life, and only Shadow Demon dying so far for the Radiant team, as Invoker getting picked up. Morphling, who is in the base, can't do anything yet. Bounty Hunter can't do anything yet. He can throw some tracks on there, but he can't get too close to this Windrunner. With the gem there, it's too dangerous, especially since you know she has a scythe of Bison. There we have the GG called by Super. They know that they don't have a chance anymore. The pressure is just too big coming out from 4-4, and he says, GG go next, because we will have a game 2 between these two teams. We will see Super versus 4-4 again after this game to see if Super can make this into a draw, as it is, you know, then both teams will get 1 point. That is gonna be their goal. Power shot going through once again. And we will see. As we are just waiting for Earthshaker to disconnect, which he just did, and then we will see the throne explode quite soon, which I will let you see the end screen for a while, and then, well, and then we will go to the next game. That's how it goes. My name is Sheever. You can find me on SheeverGaming.com, where you'll find all my information on the social channels, but most importantly, where you'll also find my YouTube, youtube.com/SheeverGaming. Go subscribe to that one, please. And yeah, that was painful. So we did indeed have Eye of Scotty there, and indeed have MKB completed, so they finished all that. Anyway, if you want to find out more about the GosuLeague Division 2, which is coming to an end because the end of the month is getting near, you can check out GosuGamers.net/Dota2, and then go to the link on the top right corner of the screen of the menu, where you can see GosuLeague Division 2 or Division 1 if you're interested in that. Like I said, it's almost over. We're almost gonna go into the next season, I believe. So yeah. Should definitely check that out, see how the scores are, because there's a lot already known. For example, it's already known that Navi is going to go through to GosuLeague Division 1. And, well, anyway, that's all for later. We are going to jump ourselves into the next game. I will be right back. Stay tuned for Game 2 between 404 and Super for GosuLeague Division 2.